Welcome to the second episode of the Weber League Report. I'm your host and commissioner, Robert Weber. We'll probably be having it a bi-weekly series, so be patient, bear with me. I know you're excited to see the video. All right, let's jump into it. Chaz won top court honors, and he took the prize by winning with 17, squeaking by the rest of us. Let's hear what he had to say.
Oh, it was a good night. Beautiful weather. I thought everyone played good. It was a good time. Didn't do anything special.
Any particular points that stick out in your mind?
No, the only thing that stuck in my mind is it really wanted to break your serve, and we never were able to. So I guess kudos to you.
Exactly. You know, everyone tries, yet it just doesn't happen. Too bad, Chaz. Anyways, let's go to Court 2. On Court 2, the winner was Alex Woodward. He got a 20, which also happens to make him the Violator of the Week award winner. Congratulations to Alex Woodward. Unfortunately, he didn't stick around, so no interview. Too bad. Stick around, especially when you're top scorer of the night. Then down to Court 3, Frosty wins it. Matt Frost with a high of, 19, so close to that Violator of the Week award, but couldn't quite get it. Anyways, good job to him. And then going down to Court 4. Court 4 was a big court, had huge players like Uriel, Drew, and Colin Buckley, showing up, just having a strong night. They all got 17. Unfortunately, the unfortunate one on the totem pole was Derek Dornside. He ended up with an 8, which makes him the Shit Happens Award winner. Too bad for that, but hey, it's an extremely tough court. That's how it goes. All right, moving down to Court 5, we had co-top winners with that. That was, we had Joe and Marcus taking dual top scorers. Let's hear what they had to say.
So we arrived, and we didn't know what court we were on because somebody didn't send out an Excel spreadsheet to let us know where the standings were. Plus, there was no YouTube video.
Right.
So I was pretty confused and not happy.
And I was not entertained between Thursdays.
This is true.
We didn't have video to watch. That's the problem.
And then the only beer provided tonight was Miller Lite, and I seemed to be the only guy happy about that. So whoever brought beer tonight is going to be in a little bit of heat with everybody else. But, game one of the finals, not many people are going to stick around. I get it. I do. That was a financially smart move on your part. No, the court was fun. The end of the match was I'm serving to Ron Betts, who likes to push his lobs on his return of serves. True story. And he did it. He's on the deuce side. I'm serving on the deuce side. He hits this inside-out lob deep. I'm coming in. I'm partners with Joe. And I'm like, you're going to hit him. You're going to hit him. I'm not going to hit him. Swing. So I swung about 90%, and I just smoke a forehand, take the ball out of the air on the rise, miss it by about 5 feet long. And he looks at me like, why did you hit that? And in college, I learned a very important lesson. Going for it is a more important lesson than winning. Because if you go for it and you miss, you can live with yourself. But in college, I had my last point of my college career, I had a very similar shot where I was closer. And I tried to just place it at my opponent's feet. I dumped it in the net, and I've wanted to kill myself ever since, and I'll never do it again. I will be going for the winner the rest of my life. When it comes down to brass balls, that's the way I go all out.
All right. Well, that's good. Good to know. Good lessons learned today from Marcus. But from my point of view, mostly it was just like a normal match point. I was standing at the net, serve whizzes by. You see Ron's backhand lob kind of coming up, and then from the baseline, it comes just roaring in. Marcus,
You got 4 seconds.
Forehand.
That's
long,
what she said.
It went out.
Yes, as always, very appropriate comments from Marcus Hansen. And we actually were able to hear Joe speak a little bit. What do you know? Good job, Marcus, way to kind of share that mic. All right, going down to Court 6, we had 2 dual top scorers as well, kind of doubles teams. So we've got doubles interview. Let's hear from Kurt and Brian.
You first? It was great. So I always had the best partner, so I just put the ball in play and my partner took care of the rest, so it was good.
Basically, I'm old, so I won 8-2 and then struggled 5-5, 5-5. So it was brutal. Yeah.
Good night.
The young guys, they just they wore me out. I'm old. That's all I gotta say. Plus, I can't volley, so if anybody can teach me how to volley, that would really help. It'd be 8-2 probably
That would
every
be
time.
helpful.
Yeah. We would have had 9-1, but he really.
I missed a ball. Bad.
I even yelled at you.
Yeah.
I was like, freaking move. It was terrible.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, very funny words. That was pretty good from those guys. Again, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for allowing me to get the interviews. That was fun. And thanks a lot to Joe, who brought beverages. Next week on Beverages is Nate. That's right, Nanders and Dan Slowboth. Now, speaking of beverages, it's come to my attention that not a lot of people have been happy about the beverages, and they've been pretty subpar so far. So, what we are talking about is minimum 12, a 12-pack of Bud Light or domestic. Other than that, we're talking imports, we're talking microbrews, we're talking summer shandies, we're talking Hefeweizens, brown ales, quality beer, gentlemen, not something, it's not Cletus's 18th birthday party. Again, take some pride in what you're bringing and sharing with the other winners. And thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.